Alright, so what I'm going to do now is, remember I was showing you that this key switch wouldn't work. Now it turns on from what I can tell, but it's not cranking the starter. Try it again. Make sure I've got battery voltage here. I can't get anything out of it. Okay, so let's see if my test light works. Alright, test light's good. And let's see here, give me another ground. I've still got my key here. So I'm going to put that in there and see if we've got power. Kind of acts a little sluggish or a little spongy. Let me get you down here a little bit different angle. There we go. This tripod's kind of old. Alright, so what I have found is I'm going to go in and try to fix this ignition switch. However, I found out that there's several different types, and this one here is actually backwards from the one I need. It must have been that way to begin with. However, I replaced the switch like it is, and it turned out to be the wrong one anyway. Let's see if I got some power up in here. I got one right there that's not lighting up. Just take my special tool and see if I can jump these two terminals. Okay, good. Okay, that's kind of making me feel like the switch itself is the problem. Yeah, this is it. So we've got power on. Double check that. This wire here. And then jump these two and I get it to crank. So power is here all the time. And this is the one that's on the crank. What if there's a way to figure out what's wrong with that? Not seeing, oh there it is down at the bottom. What I was looking for is an indentation or a timing mark. Timing mark, indexing mark. And there's your index mark right there. Oh yeah. That's pretty nasty. Honestly, I could probably fix that. Let's see if I can fix it. And this one here is probably going to be a bit particular on how that comes apart. Yeah, it's got a pretty good wear spot on it. May still be able to make it go. Let me try something. Now here's another thing too. This little tool. This is a woman's tool. This is used for feet, pedicures, things like that. Well, I have adapted it to use in a man's world. I'm going to spray it with this. This is PB Blaster, I think, or something similar to it, but it's a dry lube. It goes on wet and it'll dry up. Of course, it works good as a flushing machine too. Sorry about the noise. The Amish are building a house next door, so enjoy watching them because they have a very good work ethic. Just stick it up in here and test it. Just plug it in right there. Not sure if you can see, but nope. I think that wear spot's a little too much. Yep. Just a little too worn out, I think. Now, I'm not too sure what's in this gas tank. But I'm going to try and put some air into the tank and see if I can get something to come out of there. See if I can lower you down so you can kind of see. I'm kind of curious as to how bad it really is. I think I know the answer to the question. I'll put you there and see what you think. Look at that. Big old bunch I just pulled out of there. I thought it was empty. Still got some in it. Yeah, I've got this carburetor. Now this is going to be the replacement carburetor right here. Let me turn off that So this is just a Ford-based carburetor. I think it'll go this way because of linkage. And the reason that I'm going to use this carburetor is because I looked up this Zenith Bendix carburetor, and there was some pretty expensive examples out there. There's one that's actually exactly the same as this for $549. This little motorcraft type carburetor here was about $65, and it fits a 6-cylinder as well, so I'm going to try that as on this instead. Let me see if I can take that choke off. Now let's get a little more fuel in that. Let's see what she does now. I still don't have the ignition switch hooked up right. I got a new ignition switch coming. There's a little vacuum in there. Alright, well, there's a carburetor. It's going to replace this ancient old thing. This thing's got a cast iron base on it. And I can probably rebuild it, but it's just pretty old. Anyway, there's your thumbs up. Thank you for watching.